We back in the BTB Gorilla Zone.
Yes, sir. Oh man, it's been a while.
Y'all
It's
already
been
know.
a crucial while. Y'all already know.
Interview time.
Mm.
BTB Gorilla.
Along with your boy BTB Swaggy. Y'all know the motto, man. I hope y'all having a great year, great day, great month. Love and blessings.
Let me get my handy dandy notebook. Let's see what we have on today's schedule. We have Dee Wile. Dee Wile is in the building today. I can't wait for him to come through though. And if everybody who don't know who Dee Wile is, we're gonna get into that. But in the BTB Gorilla Zone on this Saturday, we're gonna need y'all to show some love for Dee Wile for the down south. You know what I mean? That dirty South rap. You know what I'm saying? So how you feeling about this?
I'm feeling good. I can't wait to figure out. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to figure out his strategy as far as making music. What he do in the rap game. Man, I just have a whole bunch of questions that I just can't wait to ask. Like,
He done work with some legends.
Yeah.
I mean, and to me, honestly, when you work with legends, I'm not gonna say it makes you legendary, but it's definitely a sign that you are doing great things. You
and
know
I
what
didn't
I'm
really,
saying?
because even to your point, I didn't really know who the big name was until like the conversation earlier when you was like, yo, you really got to do this, and I really had to do that, and I'm like, well, I just knew the name,
Yeah, man.
but now I know it's deeper than that.
Yeah. He been around.
Yeah.
He been around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love the music scene. The thing I like the most about this here side of what we do over at BTB is we all from different places, bruh, and it'd be like the struggle be the same but different, and then the struggle be different but the same. You know what I'm saying? And it's like with rappers and with music artists, comedians, the fight changes every day because the technology changes, your competition changes. You know what I mean? What you have access to, you changing your life. So it's just so much.
So would you say that the rap game is it's a young man's game, but it's a old man's business? Would you agree to that?
I wouldn't. I think that hip hop and rap is a young. It has vitality to it. It has life to it. So you know what I'm saying. So because like Unc Murder, who did that one joint with Jadakiss that we heard a few. What that the money joint?
I ain't know money.
I didn't know who the hell I didn't even know who he was.
Right.
And there's no disrespect because once you look at it, it's like shame on me for not knowing who Unc Murder was. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, point being is, man, shit, I ain't heard nobody that heard that ain't rocking. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I don't think that.
Yo, so it's crazy because LL Cool J was like, he had to learn how to rap again because the game had changed so much. And people couldn't believe that LL Cool J is saying out of his mouth that he had to learn to rap again. And I'm saying, well, I'm not saying, but I'm thinking in my head, like, it don't seem too far off, especially if he's saying the game had changed. Because I remember when Future and them boys came into play, and the legends, the legends and the OGs of hip hop, they pushed back on it because mumble rap was. So did mumble rap? I'm wondering if mumble rap played a part in changing the game.
I feel like mumble rap, the attention spans, technology, phones, everything changes the game. Everything changes the game. and it's all about what you choose to do with it. Pardon self, everybody. I gotta send out this invite to our guests. So give me 1 second. Go ahead and hold them off.
No, I got you. Yeah, so Troop Squad. Um, always wondered if mumble rap played, a big part in the game because when Future, Lil Uzi, and all them boys first came out, it got so much pushback from they style
Yep.
of rap, and I love the OGs and I love the legends of hip hop, but it hurt me for that small briefing second that they pushed back on that, which is rightfully so. I'm not saying they didn't have a right to, because the hip hop that they always known, when they get presented with this, that shit ain't hip hop. That shit, it was almost like an
Mm.
insulting thing to them. They felt insulted by that shit.
I definitely understand where when you love something, it's just like muscle cars.
Mm-hmm.
When you love muscle cars for what muscle cars were at the time of muscle cars,
You
you're gonna
gonna
be like,
you gonna fucking hate electric cars?
yeah,
Like,
exactly. What is an electric
yeah.
muscle car? The two don't go together in your mind. You feel me? And I respect that. With hip hop, I feel like it's a little bit different, but I do feel like with anything, you're supposed to keep certain core principles and stuff. And then anything outside of the realm of those core principles, it becomes something different, and you can no longer call it hip hop or rap, or and they need to stop making all these subgenres of hip hop and rap and stuff that it don't even exist. Like you just creating all these other little lanes and stuff, but then you want to categorize everybody the way that they want to. And now we have Dee Wile joining us, everybody. Let me
Say
get him
what's up. Y'all
plugged
can
in
hear
and
me?
stuff. I'm not even plugged in right now.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. I'm wait till my brother get here.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, fam. How y'all doing?
No doubt, it's all good over here in the Gorilla Zone. Um,
For
we've
sure.
already
That's
been
what's up.
we've already been doing a little bit of our thing and everything, because that's what we do over here. But the people have
Oh yeah.
definitely heard that D Wile was coming in the building, and you know
That's just what it is.
exactly, and it's
Say
perfect timing,
that.
bro, because our THC is ready. The
Yes.
album THC is out right now. We got a lot to
That's
talk
it.
about.
We got a lot
For
to talk
sure.
about.
Thank y'all for having me.
Man,
Man,
we appreciate you for coming on, brother. Man,
for sure.
it's always good when we have an artist or upcoming artists when they bless us with their time and preparation to come to us. Man, we ain't got no complaints with you coming on.
And speaking of that, like we were just talking about how you have worked with a lot of people and stuff, giving some background and everything to the Troop Squad. And when you've worked with legends and you've done so many things, as I was saying before, like that like has to be a statement, a testament to what you're doing yourself as an artist. So like, how do you
For
feel
sure.
about that? Like, I mean, like I can't even I can't put that into words for you. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it feels surreal. Like I said, it's a true testament to the work you put in. Just being on songs with people I grew up listening to. It really feels surreal, to be honest with you. That's the best way to put it.
Okay, okay. So your song "Lay Down" off of the T.H.C album that just dropped, featuring Currency. Um, let's talk about that. Like doing a song with Currency. Are you
Yeah.
nervous? Are you like man, like this is like I got to come with my
Oh yeah.
best. Let's talk about the process.
Yeah, definitely. Just being, I mean, first off, it was a Miami session.
Okay,
So, just being down there, Miami is always a vibe, anyways. If I don't know if y'all ever been to Miami, but
I've been there a couple
anytime you go to
times.
Miami, just good things happen, as you know, like just being in the right place at the right time. Miami is one of those situations, but it was definitely nervous. It was something him and the producer was already kind of working on, and I just was able to be fortunate enough to kind of be in the right place at the right time and have the right structure set up to where it was like, okay, let's get this done. And to be honest with you, it just I wake up every day and I'm like, man, that was my favorite artist coming up. Like just being in that type of, the weed music, I guess if you will say,
Yeah.
Currency is like the GOAT. So
Yeah.
to have the GOAT on your project, like I say, bro, it's unreal, man.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, I'd love to back up a bit and give for the people that may or may not know you. Could you
It's kind of low, King. Can you
Okay.
like say that again? It's kind of low.
Can you hear me?
Maybe it's me. All right, yeah, that's a little bit better.
You can hear me? It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, so for the people that may or may not know, what's the short intro for Dee Wile, or how do you, if I'm pronouncing it right, I don't want to really like slander
No,
you.
you saying that right?
Dee
Finally,
Wile.
bro. Most people be like D Will, D Will. So early in my career, it was D Will like crazy.
Yeah. So what's the short intro for Dee Wile? What's tell the people about you a little bit.
Oh man. Well, I always had a love for music, just starting off as a little kid. I grew up, we ain't have too much money, so we ain't have like cable or nothing. And my biggest getaway was just listening to the radio, falling in love with music. And this is back like CD days, when everybody this is before like LimeWire and stuff like that, early 2000s.
Right.
So just from there, it was always something I kind of had a love for. Um, I would say like maybe the time I was like 21, 22, I had a close friend of mine pass away, and it just kind of opened my eyes, and it was like, bro, like you got to do what you want to do in this life. Like it can be taken from you at any point in time. So with that being said, I was like, bro, what do you love to do? Music. Let's get into music. And from there, it was like, okay, this gonna be the journey. Like I already know what I want to do. And from there, I just been kept pounding. 2015, 2016, just getting started, and from there just staying consistent, a project or two every year, just trying to stay reliable when it comes to being on shows, and just dropping merch for my fans, and just staying down for the people that stay down for me. And here we are, 2024. I'm in Gorilla Zone. We talking about my song with Currency, to make a long story short.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty much it, bro. A lot of good music in between.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I got some questions, right? So in the
Say that.
beginning, your debut album was "Change for a Dollar." Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm on point with that? Okay. I just want to
No,
make
no,
sure.
no, that's real, man. It's crazy you even brought that up. Most people don't do their research like that. Yeah, that was my first little shot in the dark. Like, hey, I'm gonna put out this little EP and see
Yeah,
what it do.
for sure, for sure. Now, cause that's what, man, bro. Like having them and people having access to that, just so that like we can do that homework and find it and stuff, so we can see the growth.
No, that's
And
hard, bro.
you
Like, that's
know,
love. Y'all niggas the goat just off that alone.
no doubt, no doubt. But so going from that album to to even like let's say your next project in 20 what was it 2017 or that you dropped your next project.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so what's the transition like growth wise for you and your albums like?
Well, initially starting off, even before that change for a dollar situation, I had this little distribution deal that just was a horrible mistake as an early artist, just listening to just old heads that really didn't know what they was talking about. So it was change for a dollar was really like my first try, like, hey, I'm gonna be an independent artist. I was able to at that time, this was like early distro kid days. So I was like, let me see what this talking about as an independent artist. Even the album title itself changed for a dollar. Like I remember vividly selling the project for a dollar, even like hard copies, flash drives, like just like, hey, this is my, let me see how much I can make just off a dollar project. It ain't nothing but 4 songs. So that was kind of like me just getting my feet wet with it. And
Okay.
then my first like actual album, While You Wait, in 2017, it was like me really like, okay, I know I could sell some because I had made a good, 150, $200 just off the hard copies back in the day. This ain't even like streaming when the early thing, like just, physical hand to
Yeah,
hand, I was able to
that
push
muscle in
200
your hand.
CDs. So I was like, yeah, so this is like early, 2015, 2016. It was like, okay, let me give it a shot with a real body of work. So this is me like paying for beats and sampling different things and tapping in with different engineers and just really trying to get myself immersed in this music game if I wanted to be for real with it. So that was While You Wait, which is a really big, it's my biggest project to date, bro. I can't even lie to you. Like it still go crazy overseas. Like I got a song right now called Going In for Life that's finna touch a 500,000 streams
Yeah,
just
that's
thanks
what
to
I
the
wanted to.
fans
That's what
in
I. You know.
Sweden and Austria, Russia, just a lot of overseas markets, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's what I
Man.
wanted to talk to you about. So, going in for life, it's at 458,000 plays on Spotify, 50,000 views, or 50 plus thousand views on YouTube. So when you seen
Mhm.
that going as crazy as you did, what was that feeling like?
Nah, that it was a real blessing, bro, because the beautiful part about that record is like like y'all see from the research, that album came out in 2017, bro. Like I didn't do no promotion on that track. Like it was all organic. Like if I knew how it happened, I would have redid it, on other songs to just, follow that formula.
For
So
sure.
that's the craziest part about it is I don't know, like just through somehow, the blessings of God and just people just trying to tap into new music, it was able to catch a few ears, and I guess they was able to share it from there, and it just kind of took off. And then being an independent artist, so you see that that nice little check come in a few months later
Right.
with BMI. You got your distribution, you got your publishing situation set up the right way. It's pretty nice. I can't lie. That's the beautiful part about it.
For sure. For sure. Now, I got another question though, right? So all the
Say that.
young boys out here now, they are real heavy into dropping singles, and you see a lot of singles and stuff coming out. But I noticed that
Hmm.
you had dropped some singles last year, but you didn't drop like singles right before this album. Were you just
Nah.
like you just wanted to just give it to the people, or what's going on with the
Yeah, I
with the
mean,
single
I'm
album?
big on bodies of work, bro. Like I say, I'm a big fan of. I was growing up listening to Currency, Wayne, Gucci Man, Future. These are people that had massive catalogs. They would drop tapes at a time. So I was always a big fan of that. I wanted to do a little, single rollout, but I was like, bro, let's just give them the project, bro. Like I got spit on now. Like that speaks for itself.
For
Like
sure.
let's just let them hear the music and let's let them vibe and let them go from there. Even with the new music I got coming out, I want to drop a single, but the reaction it get more love when I just drop it, as a whole body of work. So I think I might stick with that.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, so when you drop the quarter ounce mixtape,
Hmm.
let's take a step back.
Man, y'all do y'all shit, boy, shit. Say that last
So
part again. I ain't even here. Say that last part again for me, King.
yeah, when you drop the quarter ounce mixtape, um,
Yeah,
like do you feel like obviously that mixtape it caught the attention of people. So do you feel
for
like that
sure.
is something that you might even go back to, or how did you feel when you did that? Let's talk about that mixtape itself. Like where did you even what made you come out with the mixtape?
Oh yeah. Well, back in I would say what's that 2017, 2018, it was just me. I found a groove, bro. Like I had just moved to Florida at that time from Tennessee. I was just kind of like on it at that point. I felt like I knew what I was doing. I was in a new place, just trying to meet new people, getting new fans, doing new shows in new cities. So I was like, fuck it, bro. Let's just drop a tape. The beauty of that project was I did that whole project in house, bro. Like just upstairs in the closet, organic in maybe a day and a half, bro. The two features I got, one of them was my homie, just from back in the day, always show love. And then I met my partner Willie G through that tape. And from that, I got the Play Cousins tape that came right after that, just through that connection. And that's just been somebody who, I locked in with ever since, and we've been good. That's my boy forever. But yeah, that tape right there, it did hit a lot of ears. I was able to tap in with a lot of OGs and management situations just due to that tape. It was I don't want to say a rejuvenation because I really wasn't going through nothing at the time, but it was kind of like a spark to get everything moving.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
Oh yeah, and to answer your first question, I am planning on following it up. The half ounces. is coming,
Okay.
early
Okay.
2025.
That's what I
Okay.
like to hear. That's what I like to
Oh
hear.
yeah.
So you said you mentioned Tennessee. That's where you was born and raised, Tennessee.
Nah, I was originally born and raised in Alabama, bro. So I know you probably hear this country ass accent.
You
I
don't.
got up in Tennessee. I was in the military right out of high school. And my station was like right on the Tennessee border. So once I got out, I just kind of stayed out there near the Nashville area for a minute and just kind of really got my feet wet in music before I came down here to Florida.
No doubt. Okay, battle. Shit. Trained to
Oh
kill
yeah,
for the
roll tide,
cell. You know what
baby.
I'm talking about? Whoa.
Say that. Okay, okay, let's go.
Most stuff, man.
That's
Most
it.
stuff. So, you drop freestyles. A lot of people, a lot of people are scared. I think people are scared of freestyles now. Like just the whole vulnerability of it.
We in a punch in society, man.
So
Yeah.
talk to me about that. The freestyles. Is it a love for the music? Is it a release, or is it just poetry? Like what?
That's a great question, King. It's a little bit of all three. Like I said, my biggest record was Going In for Life, which if you ever listen to that joint,
I
it
did.
ain't no hook. It's just like it's almost freestyle format, 120, 130 bars. So that's kind of always been my thing. I try to give it to them at least once a project, just a type of freestyle joint like that. It's a release. Honestly, when I'm going through any type of writer's blocks or anything, that'd be the first joint I go to. Like, let me just go, try to figure it out and just go from the top. And like I say, I would be stupid to see that, hey, this is your biggest song. Why stay away from like why veer off of that? Like,
Right.
so if I could, like I say, give them just bars for bars for bars, and that's what they want. Hey, let's run it.
No doubt. No doubt.
But
So
we do live in that, punch in society where,
we do.
it's a
We do. We
just
do.
punch me in bar for bar.
Do
We
you feel
do.
like do you feel like punching in it has its pros and cons? You say? Would you say?
It do. I can't lie to you because sometimes you just in a vibe and you just want to go off what you feeling in that moment. So sometimes you need to, just go in and have a punch in session. But I feel like for good quality music, sometimes you got to get in there and actually write that thing down and really just sit and see what's going on with yourself and reflect and that's when you get that good music.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That.
What y'all think about that?
As far as like punching in,
The punching in.
I feel like punching in. I don't have no problem with it because I feel like, um, if you need a moment to, cause like, I feel like if you need a moment to come up with something, then I feel like freestyling is more of a like it goes off the flow. You constantly flowing,
Hmm.
and I feel like writing is when you really sitting down thinking about the song and you really putting an idea and a passion behind it. So
For sure.
I don't shame punching in, nor do I shame writing. I personally feel like writing is more of a thoughtful, passionable process. So I kind of I don't know. I don't know. That's why I stand on it though. I don't shame neither, but I feel like writing is more of a you got to sit down and really think about the type of vibe and angle you want to go with the song with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, me personally, the artist in me, I love writing. I love like I write more in my mind now than I do on paper, but I love the essence of writing. And for anybody
Yeah.
who's punching in, it's like I feel like this, right? If you can't perform it like that, then that's where like my main issue comes in with the punching game. I feel like the punching game is like making people look like Superman, but they kryptonite is everything.
Yeah.
I mean, their kryptonite
I
is the
see. I
microphone.
see.
So it's like what I mean. I'm all about being able to really deliver that craft, and yeah, like I said, if you just punching in, and whereas you couldn't go perform half of this song without your man saying every other line for you,
Say that.
then you know.
Wayne fucked it up, man. Everybody, when they heard Wayne don't write nothing, everybody was like, "Oh, he the best rapper. I want to be like Wayne, so I ain't writing nothing." And
Yeah,
now we here with a bunch of non-writing people,
yeah, yeah. No,
which
no, that's
again,
for
not
sure.
not nothing wrong with that. Some people, over time, like you said, you start getting it in your head. to where you ain't gotta, sit and pin it out or even get to your phone. It's like, hey, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I don't think you can get past the pen. You know what I mean. At the end of the day, for those songs that you hear for lifetimes and that they make today that last forever, I think that's that pen. You know.
Nah, for sure,
Nah,
for
for
sure,
sure.
definitely,
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
But so working with artists, like how has that been for you as an artist, especially like you said that you moved around a little bit, so you know.
And man, it's dope, bro. To be real with you, I get a little bit of every seasoning from every different spot. Coming down here to Florida, it was a little bit different than the hip hop scene in like a Nashville or something like that.
Right.
And like I say, I grew up in Alabama, so you growing up around whatever your cousins and your big brothers and stuff listening to. Usually, it's coming from Atlanta or New Orleans or something like that. But it helped out a lot because I mean you get to meet different people that, hey, I probably would have never made the connections that I made. I mean, even just from the currency feature being down here in Florida, I don't think that would have happened in Nashville, just being real with you.
Right.
And from there I done linked with Boosie. So now I got that coming. And it just keep growing.
Look for that, y'all. Look for that D Wile and Boosie, and you can
Oh
already go
yeah.
listen to that D Wile and Currency. So,
Oh, that's it. Say that. Shout
man,
out to the whole Louisiana, the Louisiana artist show love.
no doubt, much love to Louisiana. Chicago show us mad love. I'm not gonna lie, the Gorilla
Shot
Zone.
Town.
Yeah, we get. Look, I'm not even gonna say nothing. We appreciate everybody that appreciate what we do.
Oh, say that. Most definitely.
Leave it like that.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But nah, man. So as far as excuse me, as far as in like your next projects going on, are you already locked into like you have a diagram, like because you already said you have the next mixtape ready, so like
Oh
the
yeah.
album's already laid out. You know what I mean? Like is it it's already mapped out for us and you
Oh,
just
pretty
looking for
pretty much, fam. I record every day, bro. Right now, actually within, let me see. I plan on dropping. I'm gonna drop a video here Labor Day. I'm gonna drop what I'm gonna drop? Solo Dolo music video off the T.H.C project.
okay.
That's gonna drop Monday, and then I'm gonna say sometime fourth quarter, maybe early October. I got this project I'm working on called Amsterdam Sativa, with this producer from Sweden, who basically heard the going in for Life Track and reached out to me via DM and was like, "Hey, bro, I want to produce a whole tape for you."
Okay.
So he sent me a whole collection of beats, and it's just me doing my thing. You get a little bit of what he going through, you get a little bit of what I'm going through. And shout out to my boy P from Amsterdam. Look for that Amsterdam Sativa coming real soon. And then right after that, I'm gonna come back at them. I would say before the end of the year again, with one more project. I don't got no title for it. It might be the half ounce yet. It might be the half ounce joint,
Okay.
but that's it right now. I'm dropping the video Labor Day, and then we getting two more projects for the end of the year.
So what made you name this new project THC? I'm curious.
I mean, that's the ingredients that was used to produce the album.
That makes sense.
Clever play on words, I guess.
These are the nutritional facts for the music you're
Say
about to
that.
make.
So what's your
Yeah, it was the
expectations? Always when you always go into a project, what's your expectation? Or
um I try to well, my music is reality rap, bro, so I really try to give them what I'm going through at that time, up or down. I always try to find I always try to create at least one love song, I would say, or some like relationship song or something like that. Just because love and relationships is never gonna die out. So if you can, hit home with that, male or female, I think you always gonna have one of them ones that just go forever. But outside of that, it's just give them what I feel, give them what I'm going through at that current moment in my life.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, nah, I can definitely get with that, man. I feel like personal life. I feel like a lot of artists you hear just make music based off of what is going on around like a
Yeah.
trending sound. You know what I mean? So you don't really
For
hear.
sure, for sure. I mean, I did that myself as well. Even
Yeah.
earlier on in my career, was like, this is what the sound is right now. Everybody kind of sound like this. So, let me lean into it a little bit, or this is what so and so blew up on. So I remember a lot of people doing the Russ when he said he dropped a song a week. A lot of
Yeah.
people started copying that flow and that method. Like, okay, that
Yeah.
worked for him. That's gonna work for me. But everybody's journey different, bro. So I mean, as you go into your artistry, you'll see you start to find out what worked for you, as I'm sure y'all are already knowing.
I mean, honestly, like I said, it's like I have had different. Personally, I've had artists underneath of the BTB Revolution, Bring the Bass Productions label. I make music personally. I've been signed to record labels like Virgin South and D Block South. So
Say that.
I've been around a little bit, but
Say that. Pop your shit,
it's
King.
always
Let them
changing
know.
though. You know what I mean? The game is always changing. So
Yeah.
I just make sure that you know I'm the animal that's always equipped to walk in this jungle that we are in. You feel me? This hip
Hell
hop
yeah.
ain't no
Hell
jungle
yeah.
for me, so I stay ready. Like KRS used to say,
Dope.
I stay with a 16 for every one of these.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
ain't taking it back, man. But that's the authenticity of it.
no, for real. And I mean, like, how do you feel about that? Like, your vibe is real positive, and you know, I definitely don't want any like conflict rap. But how do you feel about the competition in rap? Like, how do you know personally?
Man, it's necessary, bro. Like it's like blood sport in this shit, bro. Like you could have your homie, you preview a song for him, and you trying out a new flow, something that ain't been tested, and then next thing you know, cousin got it in his song and dropping it before you drop yours. So, just simple stuff like that. I done been through it all when it comes to the competition shit, bro. Just even back, like I said, with the record I'm dropping on Monday, Solo Dolo, like that's just talking about just the competition of it. Like you have homies that just turn into ops because it's like jealousy come into play somewhat, bro. Like not even trying to be on no controversial shit. Like you said, I'm a cool laid back dude, bro. I ain't with no drama. I ain't trying to be. I don't want no smoke with nobody. No literal smoke. We smoking good. That's it. So I'm the last person that's gonna try to ruffle some feathers or anything. But at the end of the day, bro, it's hip hop. Like it was founded off competition, going back to the early battling days on the corner. So. I think it's always gonna be competition. I mean, look at the Drake and Kendrick shit, man. I mean, that shit ain't never gonna end, bro. This is hip hop, fam.
Who did you pick before? Not that it's over because I hear everybody's still loaded up and got tracks, but who did you personally favor? You know, or do you favor in this competition, if anybody?
Man, that's a great question. Sheesh. I think Kendrick did what he needed to do to, secure the dub. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, it's still active, but I mean, the last track I heard from Drake, Drake sounded like he kind of, was kind of like, okay, it's over with. Like, so I feel like you can't just start it back up because you like, okay, I done went to the gym, I done did my workout, now I'm ready to fight again. Like,
Right.
this ain't we don't need sequels, bro. Like, I mean, I
Nah,
think Kendrick kind of did what he needs to do to, take that dub.
for sure, for sure. Now,
Drake stuff was hard though. I can't lie. Some of it, I mean, that Euphoria track where he got at everybody that was crazy.
yeah, he got a couple. I mean, he can put some stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
I
And
think.
I don't think
Now go
say
ahead.
that.
Yeah, no, I was saying. I think the main thing that got him, and that will continue to get him, is the culture. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The culture that, well, that's just, it's just like soul food. Like, you know
Say
what I'm
that,
saying? You
bro.
can't go and be like, well, I know the ingredients and the measurements because there ain't none. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So,
Just being real. That's always gonna be, like you said, it's always gonna be right there.
right. But no doubt, no doubt. That's
So
what's
how
up.
you feel like do you know anything
Yeah, bro. I really been tapping in with it. I want to tap in a lot, using it with this next body of work. I'm thinking of doing something with Bandcamp. It's another D2C that they've been telling me about that I need to look into, that might be, competition with Bandcamp. But I definitely my next release, I think I'm gonna lean towards that before it hits the streaming services, just because I think it's like I say, going back to those CDs hand to hand days. I just think it's more beneficial for any independent artist. No disrespect to the streaming. I like the streaming. It's a check, but I mean, it's pennies on the dollar, bro. When you can, go put your art, I can literally go put my art in another spot and have it just be valued for what it's actually worth.
Yeah, Curtis
So
King.
I'm a fan of the direct to consumer, bro. Like I think within the next 4 to 5 years, it's gonna take over to the point where streaming is secondary.
Yeah, Curtis King. A guy named Curtis King that I watch. He praises.
Yeah, fuck with Curtis King
Yeah, he does direct to consumer all the time. And I was gonna say, what do you say to the people that's like that's too much energy for some of those people to be clicking all the way to a website and doing all the energy just for the song? And Curtis King is like, he basically presents the logic that if they're gonna give me like pennies on the dollar for the song, I might as well just give them like a little snippet. But
for sure.
the pushback that he gets is people are saying that it takes too much. It would take too much energy to get to
Man,
this.
that's just lazy people, bro. Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but before streaming, niggas was going to like niggas had to get in their car and like find a Best Buy, a Target, a Walmart. Imagine getting down the shit sold out. You got to go somewhere else, or you would find even the bootleg dude to go burn your shit, like, or you would
Right.
try to figure out burning the shit yourself. Like niggas always put in work and energy for stuff. Now it's too hard to click a few links, bro. Like that's
And that's
crazy.
the truth, though. And I think that's why
That's
most people are
crazy.
scared of it, is because when you think of it like that, it's like, man, if you ain't got top notch, then you really can't go and do that type of thing
For
because
sure.
they're not gonna
Yeah.
come to you. But those are the people.
Not at all.
That's why you got so many major artists that aren't really filling they shows up and stuff. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
saying?
mean that's a thing now too. The shows ain't nobody seeing it ain't worth it no more. Like you
It's
gotta
always a
come
lie.
to buy your fit, you might have to take your little date, you splurging on her. You
Yeah,
gotta, put gas in the car, go wherever you going to the show,
yeah,
parking itself, the
yeah.
tickets. Every female always wants something to eat at these concerts, or they want something to drink. So there you go. I
Right,
mean, is it worth it to go see an artist that ain't really up to par on stage, or you ain't gonna go get that show?
right. And you ain't gonna feel it. You gonna go and sit and listen
Yeah,
to this song and you be like, man, this shit felt like it was just like it was on the radio. like,
exactly. Like,
you ain't
come
gonna
on,
feel
man, I want to
nothing.
actually see a show.
Like, yeah, nah, for sure, for sure.
So you growing
If
up?
you look at it, you just spent, hundreds of dollars, and it's like, bro, was it even worth it? Like,
Did you grow up in? Did you grow up a little bit in Tennessee before you moved to Florida, or?
Kentucky.
yeah, I was in Tennessee, I would say from the time I was like 18, 19, to 23, 24. So just
Tennessee.
those 5, 6 years just really kind of solidified me as a young adult into, a swig of a grown man.
So how was it experiencing the music change, going from Tennessee to Florida?
Racist as hell. Racist as hell. Man, I feel sorry for any artist that's like outside of like Starlito or just any like, artist that's already solidified in Nashville. It's hard as hell to do anything in Tennessee in music as a black artist, bro. Like you could do your thing in, your second and third tier cities in Tennessee. You got your Jackson, Tennessee's, Clarksville. If you want to slide out to like Memphis, go out to Chattanooga, they gonna fuck with you in the college towns, Knoxville. But if you just in Nashville, fam, they don't want to hear nothing but know some country music. Like if
Mm.
you got a rap song, put it over a country beat. That might go.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
that makes sense why Big X did it, but he out in Texas. But yeah. So
Hey man, if
let me
you
ask you
doing your
this though.
thing in Tennessee, you really doing your thing in Tennessee.
No doubt. So out there, like where you at now, are you performing or anything like that right now currently?
Oh yeah, every Tuesday I'm in Tampa, Florida right now. So every Tuesday I'm doing my thing at the Lyrical Cafe. I'm actually putting together a small little promo tour in Florida based off the body of work I'm finna drop here, Amsterdam Sativa. We finna hit Orlando. I got a spot out in West Palm. We just kind of locked that in. The Fort Myers, Florida area, maybe Miami before the end of the year. Just running around South Florida, Central Florida.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That's a, I guess that was going as well. Okay, I had to make sure. But that's what's up, man. So the Lyrical Cafe, where is like, can you give the people some info on it?
Oh yeah, Lyrical Cafe. Like I say, Tampa and surrounding areas. It's every Tuesday night. I don't know the exact address off the top of my head, but anybody in Tampa, y'all familiar with Dale Mabry Drive. You everybody know what a Lyrical Cafe is. It's a pretty solidified spot every Tuesday in Tampa, where you can come do your thing. They also got it's another night. Exotic Thursdays for a little bit more X-rated artists, a little bit more hardcore than myself. Like I say, I'm pretty chill. You ain't gonna get too much, crazy shit in my music. But if you really with the shits, Thursday is where you want to be for Lyrical Cafe in Tampa.
No, no doubt, no doubt. So Lyrical Cafe, Dee Wile, you got so like as far as in Tampa's concerned, like is there like a big music scene out there, do you feel, or do you feel like it's developing already? Do you feel like what is the scene like out there?
Being real with you, bro, the females in Tampa is killing it. Like I can't even lie. Shout out to the homie K Roof, uh, Priceless Scott. uh, Big Brit. The female, no disrespect to the niggas in Tampa, but the females down here is on a hustle. It's really solidified to be real with you, bro. Tampa's, I wouldn't say it's like it don't have the recognition that a Miami get or Atlanta, but it's a pretty emerging scene. It's a lot of uh really big time promoters out here. You can make a few moves down here in Tampa.
Okay, okay, okay. So
But yeah, the ladies is on their shit.
no doubt. I imagine, man. I see some of the like the shots and stuff they give out of like the club scenes and stuff out that way, and man, look, it's like
Yeah,
on 10, yeah, and it's just
say
a
that.
whole different environment. But
Man. And then
but nah, I was gonna ask so like when you were doing the record with Currency, the Lay Down John, right? Like, how
mhm.
did that process work? Other than, so you said that it was a random introduction. I want to know, like, you know what I mean, as far as as you said.
Well, no, no, no. It wasn't not random. I had already had a session with the producer, that was kind of doing his session. So I guess they had a session linking up, basically. But it was like, hey, I got this artist that y'all kind of have similar styles. What would you think if y'all link up? Spitter, from what I was told, was good with it. So I shot my ass down to Miami and was like, hey, bro, pleasure to meet you. Flip already had a hook that Currency was working on as I got in there. So from there, it was like the get down, the lay down is already playing. Spitter's already moving with that. And we just kind of knocked out our verses from now.
No doubt. Well, that's a bet. That's a bet.
So, I seen you did a collab with somebody, Zaytoven. How did is he an artist or is he a producer or? Because when
No, no, Zaytoven is a producer. It was really a show he had did down here in Tampa. Him, Dro, uh Fredo Bang. It was a cool little show. And I was able to meet him after the show, with just the promoter of the show kind of plugged that in. Like I say, just networking, bro, being in the right place, kind of at the right time and knowing some good people. And from there, I was able to collab on one of his beats. So it's not like a Zaytoven rapping anything like that. It's just a D Wile and Zaytoven collaboration.
mm, and another artist named Willie G.
Yeah. So my OG that kind of linked me to the Gorilla Zone. Sean, him and his team, he got a partnership with Team Skyward, and Willie G was one of their artists, just moving and grooving up there in Virginia, and just with us kind of having the same management at the time, Team Skyward. I reached out to him and was like, "Hey, bro, I want to do a record with you, off the quarter ounce, which ended up being the 20 questions joint. It was a pretty good joint, and from there, that's when management kind of had the idea of, hey, what would y'all think about doing a joint tape, being play cousins? Y'all kind of got uh pretty good styles. Y'all play off each other well. So that's kind of how that came about. Shout out to Sean, like I said, for linking me with Gorilla Zone, and shout out to the OG Sky for linking me with Willie.
Most definitely, most definitely. And like you said, man, we appreciate you coming.
But like I said, that goes back to like in music, like y'all know, you got to be working, bro. Like you can't just be. It's good to just drop music, but you kind of got to be out and meeting people and DMs and just kind of being active out there.
Yeah, like kind of in a way, like marketing your product and
Yeah, for sure. And even with the spitter shit, like it just my brand, had been, THC for a while, going back to the quarter ounce and stuff like that. So it just kind of it made sense for the producer that, hey, why not get this young up and coming, guy I see that's hard working with somebody that's already solidified, in his own right.
So what? Like, let's speak on your brand more in general. Like, is there any? You said you got some merchandise and all that stuff. What all do we have the look for? What are we looking for exactly when we're looking for stuff from Dee Wile?
Man, you looking for dope, unique smoking products, bro. Right now, if you check out the merch site, Dee Wile, at Big Cartel, you're gonna see we got the free game ashtrays, really like a throwback to authentic retro, like I would say Nintendo 64 or early PlayStation gaming style type of look. I got the Game Boy Advance lighters to where they flip open and kind of look like a old school Game Boy Advance. We got the T.H.C shirts. We got we got a lot of products. We got like this joint holder where it holds your blunt, your joint as well as your lighter. I'm in the process of doing a brand deal with this company called Lil Skunky Promotions, where we working on different merch just for different smokers, bro. All types of bongs, vape pens, things of that nature. If you in the THC community, however you indulge in your 420, we gonna have something for you.
Most definitely. Well, I'm definitely, I definitely advocate for that community. Definitely not mad
Say that.
on that side of things, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But nah, that's dope though, man. That's dope. It's good to hear all of that stuff, man. I like to hear, uh, artists that have a lot of different things going on, and just the work getting put in. There's so many people that are not really
Oh
putting
yeah.
in that work, bro, and that be the hard part, like to really talk to people about, because they don't understand it.
Nah, I get it, fam. And it's a lot of people. I mean, social media and the direct to consumer market made it easy for a lot of people to just feel like they could tap in with music and just like you said, drop a single, every 2, 3 months, drop a video with it, and you good from there. You ain't really gotta have no love for the music. You ain't really gotta really be an artist or have a passion for the craft. It's just like, oh, you lit in your area and this is, the next play.
No, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. All right, now give me 1 second. I gotta get this screen and stuff right on this side over here.
Oh yeah, take your time, bro. I know how it is.
but past that, man. So you we can both say that you have a well, yeah, we can both say that you have a very deep passion for your music because
Man, I could tell, bro. Like y'all said, yeah,
most is
man.
like
Too many people in 2024 ain't referencing KRS-One, bro. So I'm already knowing y'all, of the soil, fam.
so it's more like do you feel
I
like
can.
more the music that's coming out now. Do you feel like it's more less about actually being lyrical and having lyrical lyrics because now everybody's just doing you know
It depends on what you listen to, bro. if you're looking for lyrics, you can definitely find lyrics. Earlier today, I was listening to, new Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, just that type of, Griselda movement. But then again, you got your people, like your playful rap to where you kind of dumb down, so to speak. But it's all in what you're looking for, bro. If you're looking for Ice Spice, you can find Ice Spice. If you're looking for, I mean, Tory Lanez just dropped an amazing body of work from prison with bars on it. So if you're looking for bars, you can find it.
Yeah, I was listening to some of that. Give me 1 second. I had the camera back up. But yeah, I was actually listening
Oh, you good?
to He got a whole list of jumps that's like on the Spotify and all that stuff. I said,
Yeah,
crazy.
like it's yeah, like hey, bro, it's ridiculous these days.
He's definitely going crazy with it. Trying to
Man, I don't know how you got the quality to sound that good, bro. Like that's if I can figure that out, man. Like we doing next level stuff, bro.
You know, when you got the
what,
team, man, you can always do it when you got the team that can make it
man,
happen.
and like he said,
I feel that, bro. But I feel like people had teams before, and the quality was never that good, bro.
How
Like I
many
don't know. That is
how many artists we had get booked and actually release something from actually being booked?
true. Yeah, for sure.
We
Yeah,
ain't had too many. So
most niggas already have. Yeah.
yeah, they already had this shit either made to be dropped.
Mm-hmm.
They had it already. You know what I'm saying? They already had it pre-made.
Yeah.
To actually be in there and drop a take from there, we ain't had too many.
Yeah.
So Tory got a great team around him. I'm assuming so they could, they can make that flourish to life.
for
No.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, that project is crazy, bro. I actually, back in my Tennessee days, I did a opening show for Tory Lanez. This is like around Say It time. Like nobody really knew who he was. Like I didn't even really know who he was to be real. I would have like, probably interacted and networked a little bit more. But yeah, it was like just one of them man promoter type of situations. Hey, I can get you an opening slot. But yeah, I performed when it was like 12 people in the crowd, fam. Like when nobody knew, nobody was there.
I done been there. I've been there. I've been that guy. Like, oh snap, word, fly all
Yeah, hey,
over
you
the
be lucky to
building.
meet.
Like,
Come on.
look, my
That's the
boy was
grind,
word.
bro. It's the beauty of music, bro. That's the journey. Like, that's the point where you look back at the time, you like, oh man, what am I doing? But looking back on it now, it's like, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, nah. I mean, cause once you be looking back at the videos, you be like, well, I was doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Look, yeah.
so, nah, man, you gotta put all of that because
Man, you ain't lying, bro.
those are them humbling moments. If you can't eat that humble pie, then you're not hungry.
Oh, not at all, bro. Like I said, I done been through it all, man. I'm talking about getting flat tires on the way to shows out of state, like just the grimiest of the grimy, bro. Like it's just that, but it looking back at it, like you said, it's the journey, bro. It's music, like that's the beauty of it.
So give me your best and your worst show story. Let's give the people something.
Oh man, okay. So my best show story, maybe have been about it was right before COVID time. Just moving down here to Tampa, and I had a single off a project called Too Much Game, called Ain't It Crazy. And it was like I'll never forget I was doing this show in Tampa and it was like one of my first shows and it just flowed like a movie, bro. Like there was nothing. Y'all ever just had a night where nothing went wrong. Like it seemed like everybody in the crowd was fucking with you. The music didn't skip, like the speakers didn't squeak out on you. The mic was perfect. Like it was just love, bro. Like I'm talking about it was love the whole night. My worst show was in Jackson, Mississippi, like 2017. This is like early days, man. And it was really my fault, bro, because I was blowing down before the show and I was so high, I forgot my lyrics, fam. Like I got on stage and just was kind of like shouting people out and I was so high, bro. Like it was the worst. It was like, why'd you get this high, fam? Like it was bad. But
He said, "Why'd
Jackson
you get
still
this?"
showed me love. Yeah, it was a horrible, horrible experience,
He
bro. But
told
it was funny as
he told himself, he said, "Why'd you get this high for?"
Hey, look, at least you own up to it, man.
hell.
You know, it be so many people like,
Yeah,
that
bro, it
man,
was
my man
bad.
just made me get, he just kept passing me the stuff.
Nah,
Like,
fam.
you that strong? He's like, nah, man, yeah, no, I went to the moon. And,
Yeah, it was all me, fam. I was just turned up, just doing way too much, like before the show.
no
Oh
doubt,
snap!
no doubt, no doubt.
Oh.
Man, do you have any rituals before you go and perform or before you record?
Uh, I like to of course you gotta have some good herb with you. That's always a must. I like to be in the right headspace too. A lot of times, like if I try to like clear away from everybody, like cut my phone off, not cut it off, but like airplane mode it to where I cut out all the outside distractions, really just trying to lock in what I try to do. But that's it, bro. I really just try to put myself in the right mindset. That's it. I ain't got too no crazy rituals or nothing silly. What about y'all? Y'all got anything, to just be like, hey, I gotta do this every time I go to the studio.
um, I smoke, but I gotta smoke when I'm, but like after I've woken up and
Yeah, it's just a no. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like secondhand now, bro. Like that's why I'm like, that ain't nothing special. Like,
but not recording. It all depends. I do like to have a drink. Um, I like to drink during the shows and stuff because I feel like it's like a social. It's one of
I
those
get it.
things that lifts
Yeah,
you up, like you know.
yeah.
And it's like me, I don't rap, but I've been around a lot of artists. But like in the past 3 years that I've been around artists, they all just do the same thing. They all just smoke before they go on the booth.
Yeah.
They all just literally just smoke before they go on the booth.
Yeah, some people got weird ones. That's why I was asking. I
Some
mean,
people
not
do
weird,
jumping
weird,
jacks. I
but
heard some people do jumping jacks.
some people like.
That's hard. I might have to try that. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I might have to try
Yeah,
that.
they got fucking like some people like certain colored jelly beans and weird
Yeah.
stuff, and you
Yeah.
know,
I mean, before shows, I like to say a quick prayer before I, go do a show. But like I said, I ain't got nothing too crazy. Like,
Now
not that I know of.
shows I've had to do where we had three. This is like 2021, 2020. No, this is like late 2020, 2021. He had three shows, but every show he would go regurgitate like vomit. So
Oh shit.
he had
Okay.
that, and he would be good.
he's saying he not talking
Uh,
about me. I
Yeah,
don't,
nah,
he not. I was not
No,
doing
no,
the
no. I'm
vomit
with you.
thing. Nah,
nah. But
I just
before
had to
shows,
Nah,
clarify
he.
this.
I think like before studio time, he'll go eat hot wings. But before shows, he would literally go in the back and
Man, that sound like the 8 Mile, like my mom's spaghetti, like
yeah,
think like, oh man, bro,
it sounds just
that's
like that.
crazy.
It sounds just like that. But he would do that every before every show. But when he go out, he'd be fine. Like he
Hey,
wouldn't
that's
be tripping.
hard. I mean, hey, whatever worked for you as an artist, fam. Like, I'd
So
probably be tired, like need to go brush my teeth, like I'll
word.
be out of breath.
Would you say music is subjective, like in a way that it can be perceived in any way?
Absolutely. That's the beauty of it too, to be honest with you, because everybody ain't gotta like your shit. Like you just, find the people that like it and stick to them, and the people that will like it eventually they gonna like it. And if they not gonna like it, they probably ain't never gonna like it. Like,
Those was facts though. I definitely dig that. Definitely. So like, what's your recording environment then? Like, do you like to record by yourself? Do you like to have like a couple people around, or
oh, for sure.
so you know?
Me personally, bro, I like all my sessions just be solo, just me and the engineer. If I'm not like just recording myself or anything. But yeah, I like it. I like it dark. I don't know why. I love it. I can't be in like a studio bright, like hospital type vibe. Like it gotta be dark. It need to be a little bit cold too. Like the AC gotta be on. It needs to be cave-ish. It needs to be dead ass like cave vibes for me to be like in the right recording space. But yeah, just me and the engineer. I don't like too many. I mean, I've been in sessions where you in there with other artists and that's fine. But like, I don't really like the entourage or so and so's girlfriend or But it just coming to see what a studio look like in my session.
Right though. Right though.
So, coming from a non-artist standpoint, does I have a? It's kind of like a two-part question, but for the first part of the
Hmm.
question, is it like, does the environment, would it affect the way you get on the mic? And the two-part question would be, would this apply the same for the shows? Because I'm sure you know the when you do a show,
That's a great question, bro.
it's very different environment, very different. So
Yeah.
would the first part going back to the first part of the question is like, so does coming like remember coming from a non-artist standpoint, but with the environment,
I'm with you.
does it affect the recording on the mic?
To me, it has in the past. That's kind of why I'm not a fan of it. It just there's been times where I feel like the session could have been better had it just been like a little bit less people in the session, and maybe that was my own nerves in the way. Like maybe I was scared to deliver, have a certain delivery, or I don't know, just being, in my own head about certain stuff. But for me, I feel like it did kind of like affect the environment of my recording process. I noticed that just usually me and the engineer, it's a little bit better of a vibe. As far as shows, it's the complete opposite. It's like cousin said, I'm trying to have a drink. It's more of a social vibe. I kind of want to be around as many people as possible just to kind of feel the energy before you go do a show. So I know it's kind of completely opposite night and day, but yeah, usually when I'm in the recording process, I kind of like a little isolated, and then the show vibe is a little bit more extroverted.
Most definitely. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they be recording with like 15 people in the studio. Look, if you're not
Bro.
contributing, get, hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
fam.
Okay. Yeah. So another part is like, okay, so as of the new artists, when they drop a snippet, they mostly have like five, six people who they have multiple people around them usually, and they also know
Oh
the
yeah.
words to the song. So coming from your perspective, would it bother you as far as like unreleased music? Would it bother you that other people know the words to the
Nah,
song?
that's hard. I can't even lie to you because that's a different. And I mean I never even looked at it in that aspect, but that's hard. Just getting that extra promotion, and it really look like it's catching waves before it even dropped. So in that aspect, marketing wise, is brilliant. And I probably should take some advantage and advice from stuff like that. But uh to go back to the original question, I mean, I prefer just being by myself, like me and the engineer. But then I've heard of sessions where it's like, you vibing, and somebody might shout out a line, or somebody might shout out a word or something. It contributes to make the song even better. So, I guess it's pros and it's cons to it. But for me personally, I just never experienced none of those pros whenever I had, a session with multiple people.
so then it's safe to say that Dee Wile writes his own music.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Hey, if I don't know any other way, man.
Oh
Like,
snap!
uh-uh.
Hey, look,
It got to come
Just
from
had to
you.
ask.
right? It could have been a
So
Casper over there. Who knows, man? You gotta ask these questions.
Hey,
So
man.
I've also
Nah,
seen,
that's real. Hey.
I also seen people struggle with this, myself included. So, as you heard with Gorilla being an artist too, I also extend this question to him. So when you have an unreleased song and say it gets leaked, but the fans want you to drop it, but I've seen
Hmm.
over the occasion that the artists don't drop it because they feel like now the song is played out. Now it makes no point for me dropping it if everybody knows it. But the fans, they hear it and they want you to drop it. At that point, do
Uh-huh.
you, coming from an artist standpoint, do both of y'all still drop the song in case that it still gets the traction that you hope for, that you anticipated for it to get, or do you just not drop it and because it got leaked and because now it's a hole in the craft that you was building?
And man, if they asking for it, bro, I would drop it. Like, it's hard to find people that's asking for your music. Like, especially as an independent artist, when you throwing elbows with all you trying to stand out from the crowd. So if you got a little bit of traction with anything, I don't care if it's a 13-second clip, I say drop it, bro. Like it ain't gonna make you no money just sitting on that hard drive as an independent artist. Now, with when it comes to being a little bit bigger or having a affiliation with a major label, it's all types of red tape that you gotta clear a lot of times, and a leak might hurt you. But as an independent artist, I don't see how a leak can hurt you. Now,
Okay.
maybe Gorilla could talk a little bit more on the sign side about it. I don't, but as an independent artist, fam, I'm dropping that shit if two people asking for it.
So
Like,
how you feel about that, Brilla?
I mean, I feel like I'll speak of the main downside, right? The main downside would be that you are no longer the artist that music that got leaked represents. Because there are a lot of
mm,
artists out there that no longer go by the alias or live that persona of the music that they were making at certain times. So when you go and look at
true.
their name and stuff, you're like, oh, this is what they made. This is it. But they might have a whole nother catalog of music underneath something else. Or they're
Yeah.
doing something, experimenting with something, and then you leak a sound that's like, whoa, hold on, hey, gangster, what's
Say
all this?
that.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
Exactly.
past that, no, as an independent, if somebody's leaking your stuff, hey, look, that's your biggest fan. That's your man's in
Yeah,
them.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's your man's in them. He doing what like you
Either that or you
said.
ain't you got like beef with you got smoke with the engineer and like buddy just like I'm finna teach this nigga a lesson, bro. Like I'm letting everything go that he recorded. Like that's the only way.
So, Brilla, you also agree that if I'm gonna go stream and they're gonna pay me pennies on the dollar, then I should also give them a fraction of the song
I mean, I
to, of
can't
course,
say.
generate traffic to your website, so that way they can get the song from your website.
It sounds good. It sounds good. And for the first few people that do it, I think it'll be something. But enough people do it, they're gonna spank that ass. You feel what I'm
Say
saying?
that.
These major companies not playing with
Yeah.
them. Play with Spotify, play with Apple, play with Pandora,
Yeah.
Tidal, and give them a half a song if you want to, and see if they won't give you a half of a half of a half of a fraction of a penny. You know what I'm saying? They'll bust it down with you. You know what I mean? And they'll
Yeah.
change the game. Oh, it's not per song anymore and per stream or per time. It's oh, you gave us a minute and 31 seconds. So that equates to a maximum of, and then depending on your fan base, and then they're gonna hit you with an algorithm that's so long, Albert Einstein will still be scratching his head in the picture trying to figure that shit out.
That's
Like,
crazy.
you know what I mean?
But like you said, it's pros and cons. So
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah, most
pros and
definitely.
cons to, because like you said, they big companies. So
I believe in it.
once they start seeing that trend, they would definitely
I'm
respond
not
to it.
scared of. I'm not telling people not to do it for that, but I'm telling people to be aware of the consequences. I would have been a dead slave because I would have kept running, but I would have definitely told everybody, "Hey, look, you might not want to hang with me because I'm
Say
getting, you know
that.
what I'm saying?" And so that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm just educating where it's like, yeah, nah, it might work for some people, but let everybody do it and then be prepared.
No, that's true
Yeah,
though.
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Because when everybody do it, they're not
Facts.
going to be expecting the result that they want. And
Yeah.
so Spotify, they're going to
Mm,
respond with those type of things. I never really, me personally, I never heard of direct to consumer until I started watching Curtis King, and he started saying it. And so when he presented it that way, that's what I'm like, man, matter of fact, that dude. It makes sense, but my question was always, what would be the con to it though? If you're gonna give
We
them
been
30
did
seconds
it.
of a song, they were gonna retaliate.
We been did it. BTB was
yeah.
doing it. We got it from Nipsey Hussle back before Nip passed, and he was putting the QR codes on his clothing and stuff, and doing the direct to consumer and stuff. That's
Yeah. I
where we
mean,
got
even
it
if you
from.
take it back to the early days, with Ryan Leslie and the text him the whole texting service where he would have his fans and they could just hit that line. Like, it's always been a little bit of a direct to consumer market. In
Yeah.
era of music. I don't care if you was doing vinyl, CDs, looking now streaming. I just feel like you always gonna be able to find a way to, get it to the people you just want to get it to.
Yeah, I think it's like Wild said in the beginning. Um, Everything does not work for everybody. And that's what I was saying. Me and him
For
just
sure.
had that conversation like that. It's great for who it's great for. If you can make it work, then make it work. You know what I'm saying? Some people
Yeah.
couldn't sell a shirt if they had a million of them and nothing else to give. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
True. Very true.
So
but
your newly project EBK or EPK, excuse me. What made you what made you want to name it that, and what does that really stand for, if I may ask?
Was the THC project?
Yes, sir.
Now it came out. My stuff was kind of cutting out. You say I just want to make sure I heard it right. You say what made me want to name it that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To be real with you, bro, my lady, like, I was just going through, just different titles I was thinking about once I had a little collection of songs I felt like I could deliver to the people. And I was just going through like different type of weed related titles, and she said something about THC, and I was like, because it's the main ingredient, and I was like, oh, that's kind of hard. Like, can't even lie to you. So it just kind of fit, and you like I say, it was on brand with everything else.
we'll have to give
So
you
I
that
just kind of
receipt.
ran with it.
So let's get some websites and everything out there so these people can get some of that merch and all the different things that we was talking about. I mean, you got a long
Say
line.
that. Oh yeah. So if you just go to my Instagram, Dee Wile Sativa, that's really going where you're gonna find me on any social media, TikTok, IG. I ain't got a Twitter or X or whatever it is now, but Facebook, anything Dee Wile, you're gonna find me there. The links are in the bio, the merch website, dwile at bitcartel.com. It's also gonna be linked in my Spotify artist profile here in a second. So if you on Spotify, you'll be able to just tap in from there. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you search DY Sativa on some type of platform, some type of music and merch and promo, some weed smoke gonna come up somewhere for you, fam. So yeah, DY Sativa, that thing got.
Bet that up, man. Look, I can't wait to really get to check out more of that stuff because I am trying to learn more about the THC side of things as far as in the specifics and stuff like that. You seem like a knowledgeable person on that side of things, so I might have to hit you up.
Oh yeah, say that, bro. I mean, down here in Florida, man. I mean, it's legalized medically, and they low key kind of working on it recreational. So you see a lot of different changes going on just in the just in Tampa, but I'm sure it's going on all over the state of Florida to where, I think growing gonna be a real big thing, in the next few years. So
Yeah.
I think if you know somebody in Florida, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some type of little growth setup popping off shortly.
Man, look, they just did recreational out here in Maryland. We on the DMV, um,
Oh yeah,
and yeah, it's. I feel like it's better for everybody.
y'all going crazy out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I've
sir.
been seeing y'all since them Vice days. Y'all DMV don't play no games when it comes to that smoke now. I'm already knowing.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Look,
sir.
I'm trying to tell you, you see, I sit behind a desk. So
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I heard the stuff out in VA, put you on your ass. Like, so, hey, y'all, I'm already knowing, bro. I gotta
It
tap
will,
in with
bro.
with
I ain't
that
gonna lie.
market, man. Y'all got it out there.
It
most
will. I ain't
definitely,
gonna lie. It will.
most
Can't even lie.
definitely.
It will.
Say
Listen, don't
that.
operate heavy
Well, look, man, I'm
machinery.
telling you, I'm gonna have to show y'all some Florida if y'all show me some DMV, man. I'm telling you.
Look, you already know.
Just
You
let us know when
already
you
know.
ready.
Right? Exactly. Exactly. We're
Hey,
gonna have
Just
to
let us
turn
know when
up.
you
say
ready.
that.
Just let
Yeah.
us know when you ready.
Say that.
You feel me?
Hey,
We all
I'm gonna
about
tap
that.
in with y'all. Hey, 2025, right around the corner.
Look.
I ain't one of these artists to just be, popping, cap and gown shit. I'm really gonna be out there.
No
Hey,
doubt.
I'm
No doubt.
glad.
Hey, look.
We always show love when you feel me.
I'm about to say, look,
For
that's what
sure.
I do. I'm about to say we move around. You know what I'm saying? I
Hey,
ain't never, ever, ever, ever not gonna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
that's
For sure, for sure.
Always moving.
Everywhere on God green earth.
But it's
You
good
know
to
what I'm saying?
it's
Say
always
that. I
good to
mean, you
work
know,
with it's always good to work with a brother, man, and always good to build and further
likewise.
yeah, you
Man,
know what I'm saying, further the building.
great spirit, great energy, great lyricism, music, lessons, and
I
man,
appreciate you,
I
King.
can't believe I forgot. Um, free game. You know what I'm saying?
Say
So
that. Free game.
you know what I mean. D Wile in the BTB Gorilla Zone, um, and it's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure. Make sure y'all.
Man, it has, bro. Thank y'all for having me, man.
Yeah, thank
Grilla,
you
I
for
appreciate your
coming
knowledge on
on, man.
the label side. Swagger, I appreciate the insight you provide on the outside looking in, bro. It's really been a pleasure, bro. I can't thank y'all enough.
No doubt, no
And we can't
doubt.
thank you enough for coming on and showing love, man.
Yeah, you will definitely see my man D on here again because that's just what we do when
Appreciate you, King.
it's
And
real. You know what I mean for the culture. You can't deny the culture these moments.
that's love. That's love.
He
Thank
sacrificed
y'all.
enough time in the gorilla zone, and I mean, jeez, I couldn't have asked for nothing more. You
Yes,
know,
sir. Yes, sir.
so that's dope. We appreciate
No,
you,
I
bro.
appreciate y'all, bro.
Um,
Thank you, man.
yeah, you already know I'm gonna get up with you after we wrap everything up and stuff. We gotta talk to the troop squad a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna be with you.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure, man. Y'all do y'all thing.
Yes,
set
sir.
that up,
Again, it was a pleasure, man.
It was a
man,
pleasure having you. Remember, Troop
for
Squad,
sure.
D Wile. Make sure y'all go check out his newly project. Um,
T.H.C.
yes, sir.
Lay down
Say
featuring
that
currency on there.
Make sure y'all go spread and show love to that.
Most definitely, most
for
definitely.
sure.
All right,
Solo
man.
Dolo video dropping Labor Day as well.
Oh wow, see,
So yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah. Don't forget the solo dolo
Yeah,
video, and then also don't forget to go catch up on that change for $1 joint. You know what I'm saying? That way you can see the
for
growth
sure.
because it's all about the growth. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I listen to everybody on the joint.
Most definitely.
I was showing him old Gucci.
yes, he was.
Yeah, because it'd be like people just know new
Man,
Gucci man. So I was like, man, look at them all white bricks. You know
He
what
was.
hey, old Gucci. Hey,
And that's stuck in
old
my
old
head,
six
bro.
Gucci was a problem, man.
That's stuck in my head, bro. That's stuck in my
but
head.
yeah,
Hey,
man.
old Gucci was definitely a problem. Like he was a monster.
That's
No
stuck in my
doubt,
head.
no doubt, no doubt. So yeah, back to my rant. We have D Wile, and don't forget to go back to the quarter ounce mixtape because then you'll understand the half ounce mixtape. I
Say
mean, you
that
gotta crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with you hustlers
for
out
sure, for
here,
sure.
anyway. So
And Troop Squad, we will keep you updated with the merch and the new project that he has coming out in 2025 when he drop it. So we'll keep you heavily updated with D Wild, and so that way y'all can, as y'all tune in or continue to listen to him, that y'all have new stuff to go off of, man. So we'll keep you updated within that.
thank you, sir.
Say that. Thank y'all. Y'all take care.
You
Yeah,
too, man.
yeah, that was dope.
That's a good I like the energy and I like interviews like this.
Yo, had some technical difficulties in the mix, right? But I ain't gonna lie. I honestly forgot that there was so many buttons to click on that jump because it's been so long since there's been an interview. Like normally we just be doing the podcast,
Uh-huh.
so I kind of like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
they'll still see it.
yeah, because brought it all the way back and did the rewind real quick on the low.
Oh me, they'll still see it.
But yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, great content though.
Yeah, I love it. I love that he was surprised by the research you did. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna say as much as I want to be like, oh wait a minute, I didn't do that.
And
He did.
yeah, I don't even think they're gonna see that part either. Is the funny thing, but yeah, no. We do research up in here, and D Wild, yeah, like it was dope that he appreciated that we had dug up, the old music and stuff like that. And there ain't no I up in this joint. It's always a conglomerate because we are the true squad. So, that is what it is.
I love it. I
But
love it. I love interviews like this, especially when I can see in the essence of two artists talking about the craft that they are both in, and they got a real like a passion for it.
Yeah, that
And
was awesome, man.
and seeing that exchange, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
That's
y'all,
fucking lit.
and for those of y'all who don't know, the currency that he did the laydown track with is the same currency that did Jet Life featuring Wiz Khalifa and Big Crit and the Mary Joint as well, and a whole lot of other joints. So make sure you go show Dee Wile some love. I feel like he had a good spirit. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I mean. People vibe with the music, and like he said, if they don't, then they probably ain't. So.
Yeah, but they definitely gonna tune in and love it, bro. Lay it. Actually, going in on the most played track. I can see why though. It has a kind of old school vibe to it. It has that old school sample. Somebody said it's a sample from Beyonce. I seen, but
That's a lot of streams for an indie.
it is. It is. It is.
That's a lot of streams for an indie. That's a lot of love. He getting some traction, and I mean, you putting in the work.
And it's glad, honestly, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's glad to know that we got another independent brother out there. You know what I'm saying? Just add one to
There's
the
a
pile.
lot. A lot of them.
Add one to the pile. I love meeting them.
From Kentucky to Tennessee to Florida.
Literally, that's 3 different music scenes if I'm right.
Yeah, Dee Wile going places.
3 different music scenes. That's why I had to ask him how was that transition. 'Cause
Yeah.
it can't be easy going from 3 different music transitions, trying to figure out which one everybody fuck with. But you done already been in 3 different ones.
It didn't sound like it was the easiest thing. Like he said that the Tennessee thing was a little bit racial.
It makes sense though. It
So,
makes sense because they consider the South, ain't they? Yeah.
yeah, that was straight though. That was long. I gotta go and take care of some stuff because people been blowing me up and knocking and looking and calling and ringing, but when you're in the gorilla zone, I mean, you're either in or you're not.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies in the gorilla zone.
But Troop Squad, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go and look at these links. There's gonna be somewhere down there. And go check out the man's and go also check out, of course, the BTB merchandise. I mean, obviously, but most definitely go check his stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Because like, who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't like T.H.C? That's the new album, and he's actually got T.H.C products. Come on now, let's look.
Come on now, you can't beat that. That's a win-win. Come on now, True Squad.
Right.
Y'all know better.
But we about here. We got more work to do. I don't know about you, but I am BTB Gorilla.
And I'm BTB Swaggy, and it's much love, man.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
Peace.